Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei. Today we're going to be talking about how Minecraft Live 2025, or more so the March 2025 updates, are going to affect the Minecraft event scene. Because one specific new feature that's been revealed is going to have a major influence, probably, on how things will work in events, or more so, it'll add a feature that has been long missing in a proper way, hopefully, that can now happen, which is moving blocks. We'll explain and get into it fully. For those of you who are unaware, this is a spoiler, of course, but there is a new feature that's being added to Minecraft probably around the summertime this year, if I had to guess. I assume they've probably revealed it fully as well, but it's mainly shown, let me see, I think it's shown at the end here. Yep. So they added a ghast that is more meant for the overworld. There's some features and reasonings behind why that is the case, or more so ways to obtain it and how to revive it. But the main important part is the part where you can ride them, which is over here. Let me see if the clip will line up perfectly while we talk about it. But there is this fly or Happy Ghast, which you can fly on, which is cool, right? That's already one big thing. You don't really have a slow, creative-esque flight mob or thing in vanilla Minecraft, which now will exist. So that's one thing that can be very big. I'm just gonna throw it out there right now. One event, maybe all events, many events, whenever they get the chance to update their events to this version, are going to come up with some sort of game that uses this, and shooting turrets or something, or traveling. Every event is going to try to do the same thing. So just as a heads up, when, you know, also, wait, hold on. Biggest moment just showed up on screen. Just as a heads up, events are going to do this. There's going to be a lot of events doing similar or the same things. Just wanted to throw it out there that this is something events probably want to use, and the moment that they start using it, just be aware that, you know, it's not people copying, it's just an original thought that everybody's going to do anyways. So just wanted to throw that there. But this is the biggest moment. The player is standing on top of this floating ghast. They're standing on a random floating platform. Huge deal, because if you paid attention across the Minecraft scene, not Minecraft event scene, Misty made a video when the April Fool's updates from last year came out, where they added some like moving platform stuff. I don't remember exactly how it works, but they added a floatator, and you can like move blocks like a certain way. You can see it here. It's like a smoothly moving platform, and she turned that into a Zelda dungeon, which you'll see over here. There was a bunch of people featured in this, including myself. Oh, there you go. Me. Where this is the first time in vanilla Minecraft, because this was a snapshot or a April Fool's thing, right? The first time in vanilla Minecraft where proper moving platforms existed. Bedrock has this where it works pretty well, but in Java it's always slightly janky because of the way you have to do it in a custom way. I'm fairly sure the way you usually would do it is you'd TP a block just very quickly a lot, whereas now with this feature, you would not have to do that anymore. And moving blocks are obviously something that are very cool to have in a Minecraft event. You could add that to a parkour game similar to like Parkour Warrior, right? You could have a moving platform that you need to parkour over. We've seen this in Wipeout as well, where they've had moving blocks, which at the time were definitely janky, but they are cool. They're unique in a way, and I think that'll have a pretty major influence on the event scene in general in terms of movement-oriented game modes and having moving platforms. This could even be in a racing game. This could be in a parkour game, like I mentioned. Could even be in a different type of game mode. This could even potentially, depending on how this hitbox works, could even maybe be like a target shooting game with moving stuff in front or whatever, right? There's so many things you could do with moving platforms or moving blocks, essentially, smoothly moving blocks, most likely at least. That could open up a lot of doors for specific types of games or modified versions of games, etc. And I just wanted to talk about this because this is a big deal. I will probably, this is maybe the first time in history that this will happen, I will probably do a little bit of a test when the snapshot comes out to confirm whether this ghast will move up and down with the player on it. I don't know exactly how I would test it, but I'll try to test it at least. Because my main concern is we only see this player on screen here stand on. Hold on, let me let it play a little bit. We only see it stand on this stationary thing, right? I mean, it moves for a little brief moment in the beginning, but I assume that's just them moving and then shifting off, but we don't see the shifting part. They're standing on the stationary mode of this Ghast. I assume when it's moving, it'll be fine, and you can still, stand on it, and it'll be chill. I don't know how exactly they'll do that, but I really hope that that's the case, that it'll work smoothly like that. Hopefully. Another thing that is important to note is you may be thinking, well, this is just one type of moving platform, well, whatever. Entity scaling comes into play here as well. You can shrink this Ghast, and I assume that'll mean that the little square hitbox, or the hurt box that would be technically that it's standing on, would be also smaller, and you can make it bigger, and you could have it be a larger platform, right? I assume that would probably be fine and work like that. You could probably even, if you really wanted to, use multiple Ghasts at the same height level inside of each other with no, well, you probably still need collision, but they'd have to be in the same thing, and you could make like a plus shaped, or maybe like a janky triangle shaped, or like a diamond shaped platform. Ultimately, there's a lot of options you have with creativeness here, and Mojang has just given us a tool that is very useful and something we definitely wanted to see for a long time. So thanks, Mojang, appreciate it. This is the main feature that they teased that wasn't known before. Actually, it is pretty much the only feature. Actually, there's two things that they showed. One is not relevant for Minecraft events mostly. This one very much is. The other one that they showed was the enhanced visuals, which is essentially built-in shaders into vanilla Minecraft, which is very cool. It's very good. When I saw this initially, I was like, oh, this is just shaders, but then I realized how big of a deal it is that it's just in Minecraft, like by default. Shaders were always a third-party thing. Now it just exists. This will first start in Bedrock, and then it'll come to Java whenever they figure out how to add it to Java. But I assume that'll happen this year, most likely at least, which is very cool. It'll be really fun for people to be able to use shaders just on their own accord without having to install third-party things. Additionally, another thing that I want to mention is in terms of the Ghast features being implemented, if I had to make a prediction for who does it first and etc., what order it's going to be done in, I would say that it's probably... Oh yeah, also I forgot to show you the goofy glasses that they get. Hold on, there you go, look at him, he's beautiful. But additionally, I think Biome Battle is going to be the first event probably to have it. Biome Battle is the most up-to-date event in terms of, modern versions of Minecraft. I assume with how the event is made, it would probably have the easiest time to update to the next versions of Minecraft whenever they come out, which, reminder, this is not a thing yet. We have to wait for this for many months before it actually happens. But Biome Battle will probably be the first event to have it. If I had to guess, whether it's going to be a whole game or maybe in the hub you just have a balloon or something. I assume they'll just be the first ones to do it. After that, it'll be whichever other events have their games updated or their versions updated sooner. I assume MCC will be pretty quick to it, but MCC usually takes a bit longer to make proper updates. So unless this moving platform becomes a part of, like mentioned, Parkour Warrior or Ace Racer or something, you probably won't see it on MCC for a little while. Blockware's kind of the same thing. It'll take a little bit before we get everything updated, and maybe you'll see it soon once we have things updated, or maybe not, I don't know. But anyways, I'm excited for this. I think it'll be really fun to see this type of new feature in Minecraft. I'm really happy that with recent updates, Mojang has given, whether it's coincidental or on purpose, multiplayer experiences more tools to work with. Entity scaling, I already mentioned, is very cool to work with. Biome Battle already showcases a lot of the cool features that have recently been added, whether it's an easier way to display entities and models, etc., or to do other things. It has just been nice, and I just wanted to talk about that because it's not something that gets talked about super often, because you just have to see it happen and then be like, oh, and now you will hopefully be aware that it can happen in the future, and maybe even it'll inspire you to do some creative endeavors regarding Minecraft or Minecraft events or whatever. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Goodbye.